Shalawam, Shalawam, Yasharahla. All praises be unto the Most High Yahweh, Bahasham, Mashiach, Yahweh. Israel, my beautiful family. Where we're going to go from here? We're the sons of the sea. Sons of the sea. They don't get it. They don't get it. But we're going to prove a point tonight, Israel. We're going to prove a point. So watch this, Yasharahla. We're going to do sons of the sea. We're going to go to Romans chapter 9, 24, and I'll read through to about 27. And then from there, I'm going to build on it to prove a specific point when it makes mention of Israel being like the sons of the sea. So from there, Yasharahla, let's go into Romans chapter 9 and 24. So Romans chapter 9 and 24 reads Israel. And we'll go through to verse 27. Even us whom has called, even us whom he hath called, not of the Jews only, but also of the Gentiles. As he saith also in Hosea, I will call them my people, which were not my people, and her beloved, which was not beloved. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, Ye are not my people, there shall they be called the children of the living God. In verse 27, Isaiah also crieth concerning Israel, though the number of the children of Israel be as the sands of the sea, a remnant shall be saved. So Israel is being equated to the sands of the sea. So what is Paul talking about? He made reference to something. So let us go to Hosea and see what Paul is talking about and make clarification, Israel, on whom those Gentiles were that are mentioned in verse 24. I will read verse 24 again. Even us whom he hath called, the Israelite, the Jews, not of the Jews only, but also the Gentiles. We know who those Gentiles are. As I've said before, I've got a class on that. Just have a look in the catalog, in the videos. You will see that. Or just go directly to the playlist, which is breakdowns. Because I've got a playlist on breakdowns, which you go through specific topics as we're doing here now. So, from Romans 9 and 24, we understand that it's not the Jews only, but the Gentiles. I'm going to say offhand, the Gentiles are the Israelites. So, let's go. Hosea. Bear in mind, these Israelites are like the sands of the sea. So, Hosea chapter 1 and 9. Hosea chapter 1 and 9 through to verse 10. Then said God, Call his name Lo-Ami, for ye are not my people, and I will not be your God, in reference to what we just read. Verse 10. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, Ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, Ye are the sons of the living God. So this prophecy that was being quoted in Romans is pertaineth only unto Israel. So those Gentiles being spoken of are the children of Israel. No one was grafted into that. Again, another topic that we have dealt with. But I'll read that again for clarity, Israel, and for edification's sake. Hosea chapter 1 and 9. Then said God, Call his name Lo-Ami, for ye are not my people, and I will not be your God. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sands of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, Ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, Ye are the sons of the living God. So from here, Yasharahla, let's go to Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 22. So that's Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 22. For through thy people Israel, Salakia Israel, for though thy people Israel be as the sand of the sea, yet a remnant of them shall return to the consumption decree, shall overflow with righteousness, Israel. Again, in reference to what we were reading from Romans, it is about Israel. So those Gentiles are Israelites. But obviously more needs to be expounded upon for anyone who actually have not come to that understanding yet. However, let's not stray away from what we want. Isaiah chapter 10 and 22. For though thy people Israel be as the sand of the sea, no other nation, yet a remnant of them shall return to the consumption decreed, shall overflow with righteousness. So those people that are referred to the sands of the sea, it is really pertaineth unto the Israelites. So from Genesis, let's go to Genesis, Yasharahla. From Isaiah 10:22, we go to Genesis 22 and 17. So that's Genesis chapter 22 and verse 17, Yasharahla. That in blessing I will bless thee, and in multiplying I will multiply thy seed, as the stars of the heaven, and as the sand which is upon the seashore, and thy seed shall possess the gates of heaven. Possess the gates of his enemies. Salakia Israel. Now Israel, this is played up on tables. As it's been said here, it is all addressing Abraham and his seed. Not seeds. Abraham had many sons. Ishmael came from him. But this has nothing to do with Ishmael, like I broke down in a previous class in regards to the Quran. I tore that down and throw it away. So yeah. So it's a specific seed we're talking about. We already have the understanding that the seed is Isaac, Jacob, the Israelites. We already know this, Israel. So we have the understanding already. So Genesis 22 and 17. That in blessing I will bless thee, and in multiplying I will multiply thy seed, as the stars of the heavens, and as the sand which is upon the seashores, and thy seed shall possess the gate of his enemies. So again, Israel, the sands of the sea, if we go into anything like that, pertaineth only unto the Israelites and no one else. So with that, Israel, let's go to Revelation chapter 20, Yasharahla. So Revelation chapter 20, verse 8 and 9. And shall go out to deceive, you see that? And shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four corners of the earth, Gog and Magog, to gather them together to battle, the number of whom is as the sand of the sea, the Israelites. The moment you go into the sands of the sea, it's the Israelites. So again, what was in Romans where it mentioned the Gentiles, Israel, some hold on to that to try and prove grafting in. That is folly, Israel. It pertaineth only unto us. So I shall read that again, Israel, and I'll go through to verse 9. And shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four corners of the earth, Gog and Magog, to gather them together to battle, the number of whom is as the sand of the sea. So they're coming to war with us, Israel. This has not happened yet. The time will come. Verse 9. And they went upon the breadth of the earth and compassed the camp of the saints. Again, the sands of the sea now pertaining to the saints. We know already, Yasharahla, the Israelites are the saints of the scriptures. That also is in the catalogue. So Israel, verse 9. And they went up on the breadth of the earth and compassed the camp of the saints about and beloved city, and fire came down from God out of heaven and devoured them. So Israel, again we have made the point in regards to the sands of the sea. This is in reference to the Israelites and no one else. So what we need to do now is break down that Gentile, which I will have another class for you in depth, to show that the Gentiles being spoken of within the so-called New Testament are the Israelites that have been scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. So Israel, hopefully that was edifying, but I rather run. So I will bid you, yes, Yasharahla, I bid you farewell until the next gathering. Shalawam.